Hey there, this is Scott Morgan again with morganstudios.com, and this time I'm just going to show you how to play a tune. I want to show you how to play the hero theme from the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy. So it's a pretty simple melody, and that's why I've chosen it. So to start off with, you're going to put your hand in the G position, starting on this G right here, and the first note will be played with your second finger, which on the piano is your pointy finger. So, and it goes like this. That's the first part, and then for the next part you're actually going to have to shift. So we'll move up here to the C position, and again with the second finger we'll start, and we'll start with the D note. We're on the C position, but we're starting with the D note. So that's D, E, F, E, D, C, D, E, D. And then we'll shift again, back to the G position, same one we started with. And this time we're going to start with our fourth finger, which is our ring finger. And we're going to play these a little slower. And don't rush this. This is supposed to go a little bit slow. I mean, the faster notes are 16th notes, but they aren't as fast as you can play them. And then we're going to go back up. We're going to go a position higher than we did before. This time we're going to start in the D position, right here. And I'm going to start this time with my thumb. And it's actually the same beginning as the other one. It's just I'm playing with different fingers. Before we went. But see, I wanted to get down to the C without having to change position. So that's the reason I was in C before. But this time we don't need the C. But we have to get to the A by the end. So we start with the D on your thumb this time. Like that. And one other thing that might help you with the transitions between these positions is like when you do, while I'm holding this note down, I will take my thumb and put it there instead, and that gives me a lot better reach to start getting ready to get to the next position. So let's play the whole thing. It looks like this. And I'll go more over on the rhythm now. This is what it looks like on music paper. Now I haven't gone over what the actual notes are or anything, or treble clef. I've only gone over the rhythm, and that's just what I'm going to focus on right now. So this is the first measure, and it shows us how to count this whole thing out. These are this counting here. It's not normally written out when you see music, but I put it here for just clarity. These are the beats as we're tapping our foot. And it's a good idea to tap your foot as you play this stuff. Okay, so this first note here is a quarter note, which, if you remember, gets one beat. And when you put a dot after it, that means that you add half its own value to itself. So that means it's going to be a beat and a half. So it'll take, the value of it will be one foot stamp plus half of another one. That's the reason the 2 is right here before this next set of notes. Now the 16th notes, the ones with the little 2 bars there, are 1/4 of a beat. So basically 2 of them will be 1/2 a beat. So the dot basically fills up the first half of beat 2, and these 16th notes here fill the second half of beat 2, because they're half a beat. When you add 2/4, you get a half. And so when you get through with this last 16th note, you're here on the 3rd beat. So let's just play that first part. And I'll stamp my foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you hear how my foot stamp comes in between, my second foot stamp comes in between this note and this note because it's on the dot while we're holding that. And then here, this is another dotted note, but this time it's a half note. A half note gets 2 beats. It's called a half note because it's half of a measure, which is 4 beats. So we're taking a half note, adding half of its value to itself, which makes 3 beats. So that's the reason we have counting out 1, 2, 3 for this entire note. And then I didn't actually go over this, but this little thing that looks like a backwards Y is called a rest, and it's a period of time when you don't play anything, and that's basically an 8th note, so it's half a beat, kind of like that dot was back there. And the second half of beat 4 are these two 16th notes. So that beat 4 and this come directly together, and then basically you have a repeat of the first measure in rhythm, and then here it changes a little bit. And we have quarter notes, which are just 1 beat each. So let's play through this, and I'll tap my foot as we. Let's see if I can manage the camera and do all this at the same time. Sorry, I messed up a little bit there, but I think you get the picture. So, next, you can go ahead and, if you've watched my simple melody harmonization video, you could start to take this melody and try to figure out chords to use in your left hand. And I could show you right now what I've come up with for playing chords to this, but maybe I'll film that video later, and so you're forced to kind of try to figure it out for yourself right now. But maybe in a little bit, yeah, I'll show you what at least I think is the right chords to play. And that's all for now. Thank you. Bye bye.